So pardon the mess. The layout room is just an absolute disaster. But anyway, one of the things that I did, this is Forest Hill, and if you've been watching some of my previous videos, you may kind of recognize it. But I was never really happy with the original layout of the track. The basic trackage is the same. What I did is originally this switch right here was all the way back here, and you can see how the track kind of went this way, and it made this siding really long, way too long compared to all the rest of them, and longer than it needed. And so what I decided to do was simply move the switch up to here. That end is the same, and shorten that siding. And then previously the track here for the industries of Kefauver Brothers and Street Canning, actually, if I come around this way, it might be easier to see. The station was more like right here, and those two industries were back here a little bit. So what I did is I just ran the track back behind the station. The station's here now. The industries are all the way back here, and I did that. I think it opened this area up and is going to give me some more flexibility with scenery and whatnot. So I decided to do that, and I'm much happier with the track work and how it I think it's going to turn out, at least in my mind. So that was one thing that I worked on. Okay, so another thing, and I made a separate video on this, is I put this pond in here in Bel Air. I was really dying to try making a water effect, and so I decided to stick a pond in right there. I still need to put scenery around the rest of the area here, and that building is just temporary, and figure out how that's all gets tied in, because it's kind of weird that it's just sitting there on its own, but I'll figure something out. Another thing that I did down here, try not to go too fast, still haven't made much progress here. Here's Towson. And it, like I said, complete disaster. But one thing I did is I installed this Bullfrog manual turnout control. So if I come up here and you can see it, and this knob isn't complete because I need to put the fascia on, because this glues on to form the complete knob, and I'm not ready to do that yet because I need to put the fascia on. But these Bullfrog things, let me see if I can get under here and kind of show you. So it's got a control rod, and then there's the actual Bullfrog switch machine. But what's cool about them is they made by Fast Tracks, and you can have either one or two micro switches on it. So one for controlling the frog polarity, and then you could have another one if you wanted to do signaling or whatever based on or turnout position indication. So these are pretty cool for a manual way to do it. Pretty inexpensive. You have to buy the Bullfrogs. You have to assemble them. Somewhere down here I have what they look like when you buy them. Again, oh, here they are over here. Sorry for the word. So this is a package of 5 of them, and then you have to put them together, and then here's the package of the control rod kits of 5 of those. So you can get 18-inch or 36-inch. So anyway, I put that in. I just want to try it. I'm going to do all of the turnouts here in Towson are going to be controlled by these Bullfrogs. So I got the first one in just to see how it went, and it's a little bit of a learning curve, but ultimately got it in. It's working good, so I'm very happy with it. And then here's where I've been spending the majority of my time, or at least a big chunk of it, is I've continued to do the hand laying of the track here in Baltimore Yard. So you can see I've got the ladder, the yard ladder completely done. This track here is the main line comes in here, and this actually will go down here. This first turnout here, which will go off into the engine facility, which will be right here. This is your arrival track right here. So the pull in, the engine cuts off, it comes forward, then backs down through, and then can get into the engine facility. And then this track ultimately will curve around and goes into the staging yard, which will be along this line, and then ultimately continues on into York for a continuous running option. So a lot of work here, a lot more to go. It's been fun, and I'm liking it. I'm liking how it's looking. So anyway, working on that where I spent a lot of time. Another thing I've been working on is building a couple of pieces of rolling stock. This here is a baggage car. This is a Bethlehem Car Works kit. Mom and Pa baggage car, and then this is a kit that is of the Mom and Pa idler car number X2. So both of those are in progress. I needed to order appropriate trucks and wheel sets for both of those, which are now in and somewhere around on the layout or on the bench, so I can continue on that. And I need to paint, obviously, this guy, but this guy needs decals and then grab irons, and she'll be pretty much done. Okay, so there's a wrap-up of what I've managed to accomplish during the last month. One of the other things that I did manage to do, and I've kind of been focused on for quite a while, is trying to complete the requirements for the NMRA Golden Spike certificate, which I was able to have someone come out, and the judges came out and took a look at my layout and the things that I've done here, and ultimately I did actually get awarded that certificate. I don't actually have it in my possession, but I have seen it via a Zoom meeting that I had with the AP chairman for the New Jersey division. So that's where I was really focused on the Bel Air section very heavily to try to get all the pieces that you need for that certificate done. So now I can hopefully start moving on to getting the track completed between Baltimore and Bel Air, and then start thinking about what I'm going to do right here with since the track just dies at Forest Hill, comes to an abrupt stop, so I need to do something there. So a lot of things to come. So thank you very much for watching the video. I do appreciate it. Please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing if you found it interesting and you'd like to see more content from this channel. Again, my name is Rick, and I will see you down the rails.